The global automotive stage has never been more exciting, more competitive, and more unpredictable than it is today. And nowhere is this more evident than in Munich, Germany, where Europe's largest auto show has turned into a battleground for the future of mobility. For decades, German automakers like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen, and Audi have been considered the undisputed kings of innovation, design, and engineering excellence. Their reputations were built on luxury, precision, and driving performance that set benchmarks for the entire world. But this year in Munich, the spotlight has shifted dramatically, and the story everyone is talking about is how Chinese electric vehicles are boldly stepping into Europe's heartland, directly challenging the dominance of German automotive giants on their own turf. This moment feels less like a traditional car show and more like a clash of empires, a new chapter in the global automotive revolution where innovation, affordability, and speed of execution matter more than legacy and heritage. As the doors opened at the Munich Auto Show, visitors could immediately sense the changing tides. Rows of German engineering marvels stood proudly as they always have, showcasing cutting-edge luxury sedans, powerful SUVs, and sleek concept cars. But right beside them, Chinese automakers arrived in full force, bringing electric vehicles that weren't just futuristic prototypes, but production-ready models already making waves in global markets. Brands like BYD, NIO, XPeng, and others positioned themselves not as distant competitors but as equals and in some cases as leaders who are moving faster in the EV race than their German counterparts. The message was clear. The age of German dominance is being tested by a new wave of challengers, and the battleground is not America or Asia, it's here in Europe, the home of the automotive establishment. What makes this moment so powerful is not just the presence of Chinese EVs, but the confidence with which they entered. For years, Chinese cars were dismissed in Europe as low quality or cheap imitations of established brands. But those days are over. The new wave of Chinese electric vehicles is technologically advanced, competitively priced, and increasingly stylish. They come equipped with long-range batteries, advanced autonomous features, and smart infotainment systems that rival anything German automakers are producing. And perhaps most importantly, they are offered at prices that make consumers think twice about paying a premium simply for a German badge. In a continent where cost of living is rising and climate-conscious policies are pushing buyers toward EVs, the timing couldn't be more perfect for China's entry. The symbolism of Chinese automakers challenging German giants in Munich cannot be overstated. Germany isn't just another market, it is the beating heart of Europe's automotive identity. To walk into Munich with bold displays, confident launches, and aggressive pricing strategies is like stepping onto the home turf of your strongest rival and declaring that the future is already shifting. Visitors and industry analysts alike could feel the tension in the air as German executives tried to defend their turf while acknowledging that their Chinese rivals are advancing at breakneck speed. Some German manufacturers admitted privately that they underestimated how quickly Chinese brands would mature, while others insisted that heritage, quality, and prestige will always set Germany apart. But the whispers among crowds and the energy on the show floor suggest otherwise. Many believe the winds of change are undeniable. What makes the Chinese approach so formidable is the ecosystem behind it. China has invested massively in electric vehicle infrastructure, battery technology, and mass production, creating an economy of scale that allows its automakers to move faster and cheaper than competitors. Companies like BYD are not just car manufacturers, but battery giants, supplying the very power systems that make electric cars viable. This vertical integration gives them control, efficiency, and cost advantages that German automakers are struggling to match. In contrast, many German brands are still navigating the complexities of transitioning from combustion engines to electric platforms, and they face enormous internal challenges balancing tradition with innovation. That gap in agility is exactly where Chinese brands are pushing hardest, and it shows in Munich where their cars aren't concepts, they're products that can be bought and driven today. As crowds circled the Chinese EV booths, one thing became clear. The cars weren't just affordable alternatives, they were aspirational in their own right. Sleek designs, futuristic interiors, and cutting-edge features made them feel like vehicles built for tomorrow. While German cars often carried the weight of yesterday's identity, and for younger European buyers who were less attached to brand heritage, and more focused on sustainability, affordability, and smart technology, this shift in perception could prove decisive. Munich has revealed that for the first time, Chinese EVs are not seen as outsiders, but as legitimate contenders for the European market, and that's a turning point in history.